anything can happen. This is football. We're seeing things turn around at the NPFL with just 15 matches to go. So at this point, we should be taking anyone within the top three, top four categories serious because Ikorodu City themselves are also doing an amazing job.
Watch Transit TV right now.
I'm Tochku Michael. Keep watching Transit TV.
Well, let's not go that side. Let's not go there yet. Let's wait. Let them make CAF first before we talk about league. Hey. Transit TV, welcome back again, back to the studio. NPFL is back, and after the mid-season break, we missed a couple of weeks. We are back to the studios, back to the channel to give you update on what's going on. Is beginning to open up. I know Victor used to tell us that we have to wait the second half of the season to know who is going to win the league. Rainbow Stars somehow are pulling away. They have 10 points lead on top of the table away from Rivers United. The Shooting Stars have just recovered from the dead and really doing big things. We have Yinka today in the studio. You can see he's booming with smiles. I remember him and Victor were going at it a couple of months ago, and Victor was nowhere close to believing that Shooting Stars can come back. I think they have made a very huge comeback on this league. Yinka, good to see you again in the studio, back to Transit TV, and we know you're going to give us some good news for Shooting Stars fans out there today.
Thank you so much, host. It's a great honor to be here today, and as you can see, it's been all smile and absolute joy for me to be here. The fact that Shooting Star is doing so great, and now that Shooting Star is above Victor's Rivers United, so yeah, it's so great to be here.
Victor, good to see you, man. Rainbow Stars are pulling away. What's going on to Finidi and his boys?
I cannot tell. I don't know what's happening, but it's been back-to-back games. Rivers United poor results, and they let things, get so bad. I don't know what's the problem. I hope Finidi can solve it. Anyways, it's great to be back here on the show after missing 2 editions since the NPFL resumed. And of course, we keep the fans updated on everything.
Yes, we'll start with, as usual, the results of the weekend. And Katsina United won at home to Heartland. Heartland losing again right there. Rainbow Stars continuing their winning streak, 2-1 win at home to Kano Pillars. 3SC won again, 1-0 to Bendel Insurance. And Economic Warriors won at home to Nasarawa United. Plateau United got a 1-1 draw away to Tornadoes, and Abia Warriors won at home 3-0 to Shotland Stars. Bayelsa United 0-0 against Rangers, and Rivers United back to winning ways 1-0 over Lobby Stars. Aqua United won Enyimba 2-1, and Ikorodu City, again home crowd floodlight in Lagos, won against Kwara United 1-0. I know obviously Shooting Stars is where your heart lies, but is there another result that stood out for you this weekend that you didn't expect to happen?
Well, I'll say the match that actually stood out for me was Ikorodu City, Kwara United. Ikorodu City coming from a loss on the road, and they went behind. They were trailing at the first minute of the game against Kwara United, and I would say, like, for a newcomer in the NPFL, I would say, like, they are doing absolutely well. One thing I can say about the project is the fact that they know they have a plan in which they're actually following. The main mentality has always been the fact that in NPFL, experience always take the largest share, whereby, like, whenever new teams promote, they tend to sign players that are very vast, that are very experienced about the league. We saw it with Sporting Lagos last season, whereby they signed the likes of Junior Lokosa. That couldn't make them stay in the top flight. They relegated. But Ikorodu City brings something different this season, and they're sticking to the script, whereby, like, they brought in a lot of new players, a lot of youngsters, players from academy, players from NNL. At first this season it wasn't going so well for them, and now right now with what they've been doing, I think they've had a couple of unbeaten run, Odiko is now gradually becoming a fortress for the Oga boys. I would say like it's something very, very exceptional. And to talk about the match against Kora United, it takes high mentality and high focus for a team that went behind in the first minute to get back to equalize and also like get the maximum points from the game. So I would say like the match against the Oga boys and the Afoja Warriors, that is the Kora United boys, was the most standout for me this weekend.
Yeah, let me ask you, staying with you, Yinka, what would you put to this resurgence by 3SC2?
Personally, I would say it is expected. You know, the last time I was in the studio, I was that the biggest problem this team is having is the attacking outlets, and we're able to grind it out in the first stanza of the league. Our defense is our strongest point, but then like on the attacking wise, we had, I would say we had a shift in mentality. No, first 10 matches in the league, shooting star finding it very hard to get points from away. And after they got that maximum 3 points at Ikene against Sunshine Star, everything changed for the Early Warriors. Whenever they are going to away ground, it is always the mission is always to get the maximum points. And even right now, going away to get 1 point feel like a loss to us due to the fact that, you know, from December to January, this team went on, you know, 5 or 6 match winning streak, both home and away. So that is to tell you the fact that this team has a shift in mentality already. And I would say one standout thing the management did during the season break is the fact that the quality of addition they made into the squad. We saw Nonso scored before our last match against Bender Insurance, and also Monte Odibo made the difference against Bender Insurance, despite how they mounted the Benin War. But Monte Odibo was enough, the strike was enough to bring down the wall and get the maximum points for the Oli Warriors. So I would say the signings that was made during the mid-season break and the tactical ingenuity of Coach Benga Ogumbote and the mentality of the players and the fans alike is now top notch, and I would say that's reflecting in the performance of the team.
Victor, I know if we leave Yinka here today, he's going to talk to Trail City tomorrow. I can see you rolling your eyes there. And I know you always insist that NPFL, of course, we know how it goes. Things can change quickly. But looking at the table, which I'm going to give our viewers very soon, is really looking tight there in terms of between Rivers United, Ababoros, Rangers International. Is Rivers United, are they safe? Are you taking Tracy seriously, Victor?
Yeah, at this point, the league has always is opening up, and so many persons are already saying that the title race is gradually going to Ikene, and maybe Remo Stars will be winning their first ever major league title. Well, we have 15 more matches to go. Anything can happen. This is football. We're seeing things turn around in the NPFL with just 15 matches to go. So at this point, we should be taking anyone within the top 3, top 4 categories serious, because Ikorodu City themselves are also doing an amazing job. Coupled with the fact that they are a relegation, they're a team that came from the NNL just this season, and look at the amazing job they are doing. It's not always that easy in the NPFL, and of course, they're a private-owned club. So it's shaping off. But will I point my fingers and say it's over for Shooting Stars or Remo despite the 10-point difference? I wouldn't say that yet. They just have to keep pushing. They just have to keep fighting.
Okay, so let me ask you, sorry to call you short, on the Ikorodu City. Is there anything from the quality of the games they have been playing, what they have been doing so far, and where they are on the table, can there be any way that they will relegate this season? I think they have survived this season.
Nah, they've survived. I don't think they will be going down. They'll be going. I'm not saying this with my full chest because I've seen teams that were at the top of the table. Doma United, they were at the top of the table for weeks, never lost the game, and then all of a sudden they were losing back to back games, and they found themselves in the drop zone. So the NPFL, all you just have to do is get the good number of points, and you're safe. Right now, it's just left for the likes of Aqua United to fight down there. Nasarawa United to fight down there.
Lobby Stars.
Yeah, Lobby Stars as well.
Yeah, and yeah, let's quickly round the table before we round up this one for our viewers. There on top of the table. Let's give you the first 7 teams. Remo Stars currently are leading. That's my team right there, 48 points. Uh, Followed by Shooting Stars. I don't know where Shooting Stars came from. I don't know if they stole some points from somewhere. This is amazing. They are 40 points, second position, and Rivers United 38 points, 10 points away from Remo. This is like Remo has to lose 3 games now, and Rivers will have to win 3 to be anywhere close to them. Abia Warriors too have really come up 36 points on fourth position. Rangers 35 points in fifth position. Academy Warriors 35 points as well, 22 games played. The surprise thing there is Enyimba. Enyimba is on 8th position, 31 points. That's like 17 points away from the leading team. While in the drop zone from 17 down, we have Sunshine Stars, we have Aqua United, we have Nassau United, and Lobby Stars. Any of these 5 teams could go down. Victor, for rounding up, I know in the beginning of this season, after a few games, Enyimba had some CAF games to play. They missed some games and they were lagging behind. And we had some of their fans here. They've not really been beaming with confidence about Enyimba this season. And honestly, I'm a little bit surprised at the way what Enyimba is doing this season. Is there any hope that they could come back? What could you attribute this one to? For me, this is the biggest surprise of the season so far.
Well, a lot has been going on with Aimba. First off, the coach they started the season with, Yemi Olarawaju. He was sacked due to the poor results they've been getting in the league and also on the continent. And they hired, the one of the greatest manager ever in the Nigerian Professional Football League, Stanley Eguma. He was former Rivers United manager for over 15 years there, but he's the longest serving manager of any club in the NPFL. And so he has that vast experience. And, he was also in the backroom staff, the technical team that, helped Aimba to win the Half Champions League back then in 2004, 2005 season. So Aimba reached out to Eguma and trying to get beyond the group stage did not work out. But yeah, they're back in the league. The league halted for a while just to enable Enyimba to play some of the outstanding games. And it's a known fact in the NPFL. Whenever you get outstanding games, don't hope on it. It's not a sure banker that you win. And so Enyimba had a few draws here and there and some wins. But the annoying thing is that they were dropping points at home. Games where Enyimba should win, they were playing 1-1 at home, which was really, really terrible. And the fans are, questioning the decision of the club, questioning the management of the club, the quality of players they sign. And, some of them are also having this bias that they are not being favored by the referees, because at some point, a lot of their goals they were scoring was, chalked off as offside or one infringement.
I mean, if it's offside, it's offside.
If it's offside, it's offside. So they felt like it was happening back to back. So they felt like, what's actually going on with, and they have really, really good players. Joseph Atule has been delivering. He's had over 12 goal contribution so far this season. Brownie Day, has shown his quality as well. So I'm wondering why Enyimba where they are right now. Well, they just have to keep building.
I've watched a few of their games. I don't think they have a proper cohesion in that team of it's kind of like anyhow where the point come, take it and go. There's really no much enjoyment watching Enyimba play. I've watched a few of their games this season. What's your biggest fear this season for Tracy or even the league in general?
Well, personally, like starting this season as a Shooting Star fan, my hope has always been this team gets it onto the continental level and, like playing at the CAF Champions League or even CAF Confederation Cup, whichever it might be. But generally, as the season is progressing with the great form excellence from the team had in December, I feel, we might have a shot in the league. But like Victor will say, it's too early to decide, and 5 match can make
not
the difference in the NPFL. What do you say?
It's not too early. You can decide now.
It's stepping up. For me, I pray that Heartland will win this league this season.
Victor didn't let us hear what has always been Rivers United. We are winning the league. I know.
Yeah,
I think right now it's
we the Remo Stars fans, he said Remo Stars is the Arsenal of the NPFL, saying all kinds of stuff. So I just pray that Remo Stars will win this league this season, so that at least
this is for Shooting Stars.
no, Shooting Stars is not winning the league. Shooting Stars should just make Continental. They can try next season.
No. Like the fact that we are not being lousy about it doesn't mean we are not working towards it. And the thing is, see, let me make a big revelation on today's show. The fact that the pressure isn't on Shooting Star is a very big advantage, because in the title race right now, Shooting Star is still being seen as the underdog for whoever is going to be the league title. And right now, like Victor said earlier, he said the league might be making its way to Ikene, in which I think it is too early to still say.
No, of course.
And we never can tell. Just losing two matches and one draw will take the whole table will have a
yeah, but you know what, for that to happen, what it means is that the Shooting Star has to win all three, and University have to win all three for it to happen. That's the danger of that gap. Because you can say that all it takes is for them to draw 2 games and lose one, fine. But again, on the flip side, Tracy has to win all three, and University win all three as well for it to close up. So can you guarantee that?
Shooting Star went throughout December winning 5 matches, 3 home matches and 2 away games. If the team can do that in December, I strongly believe, winning 3 matches.
It's not going to go on forever now. But it's not going to go on forever. in those next 5 games, I'm sure Remo is going to be in there. Rivers United is going to be among their next 5 games. I don't know if you're going to win those 2 games.
I know. I love the fact that now that we are talking about league title, Victor isn't saying anything again. He seems my
Okay, guys, it's always good to have you guys on the studio to talk about this league. Our viewers out there on the screen, you will see like I said, the score for last weekend and the table right now. We'll continue to bring you this. Check out our Twitter account and Facebook as well. We have all these graphics out there to keep you informed on the NPFL. It's heating up, it's getting interesting. It's good that Yinka has his chest out now. Victor is forming that he's sleepy. We'll know why. But we'll see what happens next weekend again. We'll see you guys again next week. Ciao.